What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have this smoky cool tone eye makeup look. Really wanted to do something more on the cool tone side because I know that cool tones are very intimidating. I love a warm, delicious smoky eye. As much as I love my warm red, brown eyeshadows, sometimes I want to do something a little bit different. So this is typically what I gravitate towards whenever I want to step out of my norm and I want to do something on the cool tone side. It's really easy. You just have to take your time with it. So if you want to learn how to do this look, just keep watching. I already have my eyes primed. Obviously, I just use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and then I set it with a little bit of a bone colored shadow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sigma E40 brush and I'm going to take Naked 2. This is going to be my transition shade. Tap off the excess. We're just going to blend this into the crease. I know cool tones are a little intimidating for some people. It did take me a long time to get comfortable with cool tones. You just honestly have to play with colors. And I really don't gravitate towards cool tone eyeshadow looks, but honestly, once you just play around, you get the hang of it. The next thing I'm going to do for my crease color is I'm going to take Faint. It's just a little bit darker than Naked 2. I'm taking this color with my IT Cosmetics 107 brush. All we're going to do is go right into the crease where my eye folds, but we're still going to keep it under that transition color. This is just going to help build color so we have a nice transition. Of course, I'm going to take my fluffy brush. I'm just going to mesh these two colors together just so we don't have any harsh lines. Since we're going in with black, this is the part where you really want to take your time. You want to slowly build the color. We're going to kind of pat it down on the outer V and then bring it up into the crease. When working with black, you have to be very, very careful. You really want to take your time with this part because it's very easy for black to look messy and muddy. We're going to lay down the color, blend it out, and we're going to continue to do this until we kind of reach the opacity that we have on this eye. I have this old Eco Tools brush. It honestly doesn't even have a name on it. It's kind of like a fat little packing brush. And this is the brush that I always like to use when I'm working with black and I'm doing this kind of patting technique. Really, really make sure to dust off the excess. I'm just going to kind of carve out the shape that I'm going for. So I want it on the outer V. And I want it to kind of come in a little bit on the edge towards the middle of my lid. I'm also going to kind of round it on the edge because I want it to be smoky on the outer part of my lid. I'm just very slowly and gently laying the color down. I'm using a tiny bit of product. I'm laying down the product first, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Morphe M433 brush. This is a really nice natural haired blending brush. So this is really going to help diffuse the black on the lid. I just dipped my brush in the black and I'm going to do the same thing except this time I'm blending it out. We're going to go in nice and slow, and all I'm doing these small patting and swirling motions, and this is help blending out the black and diffusing the color. Well, I want to bring it a little bit to this middle part of my eye because when I go in with my cream lid color, I kind of want them to blend together. I'm just going to kind of go a little bit in right here to the center of the lid and just kind of diffuse the color. And if you notice, I'm not laying down any more black because I've already laid it down. I have all the black that I need. So all I'm doing right now is working on blending after I've already packed on the color. I'm gently moving towards the inner crease of my lid. I'm taking this right over the top where I laid down Faint, but I don't want to take it in too far because I don't want too much darkness on this inner part of my eye because I don't want it to look like I have a black eye. So I want to keep this part bright. I'm slowly moving it into the center, but just not too far, not over this front part of my eyelid. I'm going to go back to my fluffy blending brush, and all I'm going to do is make sure that all of these colors are meshed together. I want to make sure that my transitions blend in nicely with the black. This is also helping diffuse the black a little bit more so it's not too harsh looking. I'm going to go in with a cream shade from the palette. I'm going to go in with WOS, which I think stands for Walk of Shame. I'm not 100% sure. I always call it Walk of Shame. And that's common to get followed on your lid. But since I'm going in with a cream shade, I don't want that to peek through. I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I'm going to tap a little bit of that down where I'm going to lay down my lid color. I'm going to go in with my pinky. This is the only finger that can get in there. And I'm just going to gently tap it out. I'm just going to keep it right here on the front part of the lid. I'm going to take my flat firm shader brush from Sigma. This is the E57. I'm going to dip this into WOS in the palette. It's this really light milky cream shade. Since I want my lid to pop, laying down that cream base is really going to help make it stand out even better. I'm going to tap this all where I laid down the cream. When I get to the center of my eye where the black comes in, I'm just going to gently tap a little bit of cream right in the center. As you can see, now I've created this harsh line by laying down my lid color. All I'm going to do to fix that is take my M433 brush again, and I'm just going to gently blend it out. Very, very gently, because I don't want to disrupt the cream color on my lid. I have no additional product on this brush. Just going to gently go right up here in the crease just to blend everything together. I'm just going to kind of tap that away so we don't have that line anymore. I'm just going to throw on my wing liner and some lashes, and I'll be right back and we'll do the face. I just did a little wing liner, nothing too crazy, and I used my Eylure Luxe. I think these are called Baroque. They came in this little package. They're the Mink Effect lashes. These are really nice, and they're super easy to put on. They have this really nice thin band. They're not that thick, but they are really long and pretty. I actually have a couple of new things to test. For foundation, I'm going to be using this today. This is the Covergirl Healthy Elixir. I'm sure everybody's heard of this. It is like sold out everywhere. I found this at Walmart. It was like the last one in this color. I got buff beige, by the way. I don't know if this matches me, but hopefully it does, but it was like literally sold out everywhere. I went to a lot of different Walmarts to look for this, and I just placed an online order at Ulta, and it was like sold out of like every color. So I really don't know anything about this foundation. The back says that it's lightweight, full coverage makeup. This formula hydrates and includes complex of SPF 20 vitamins and an antioxidant, and it's oil free. I don't know if this is going to work out for me because I'm oily and it seems like it's very hydrating, but I don't know. We will find out. It does have a really, really strong scent. I noticed that with CoverGirl products, though, you know, I'm really not the biggest fan of CoverGirl, I'm not going to lie. It's mostly because their products are so perfumey. The scent turns me off. I just squirted out one pump on my hand. I don't know how full coverage this is. It is blending in really nicely with my beauty blender, but I can see my redness peeking through. I have rosacea on my cheeks, and I can still see that redness peeking through on this side, so I'm just going to take a little more. And the color looks okay. It looks like it could be a little on the pinky side, but maybe like after I have my full face on and everything, it'll blend in okay. Shit, I forgot primer. I don't know if this can really be a true test. I'm gonna have to try this again tomorrow with primer. It feels like one of those foundations that has like skincare mixed in with it. It feels like very silky. Okay, CoverGirl, I see you. Not bad. The coverage is really nice. It looks really good on the skin. It kind of has like a natural finish. My skin does look a little luminous. I wouldn't say this is dewy at all. It just kind of looks like my skin, but better. So I don't know that I've really tried a natural finish foundation. I really only use matte foundation, so I'm not sure how this will work on my skin. It does look really pretty. It looks like it might be oxidizing. My face is kind of starting to look a little pink. I don't know. We'll see. I can bronze the hell out of my neck, so that's not a big deal. I used about 2 pumps, and that covered my whole face, but I also had to build up a little bit where my redness peeked through. I'm taking MAC Pro Longwear. I haven't used this in a minute since I discovered Tarte Shape Tape. I kind of missed him. I'm going to go back to him and try him out again. And I'm in the color NC20. I just took a little pump on my finger. I have been using this for a really long time, probably since it came out. But I have to say, I did not really like this concealer when I first got it because I felt like it was kind of sitting on top of my skin. And a tip that I got from one of the people who worked at MAC told me that if you blend it in with your finger first, this product really works well with the warmth of your fingertips. Every time I lay this down, I always kind of tap it in with my finger first before I go in with my beauty blender. And I've been doing that ever since I started using this. I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to let it do the rest of the work for me. Another thing you can do is if you find that you've got a foundation that's a little too dark for you, you can bring your concealer down really low onto your face and use your concealer to highlight. This kind of looks like it's oxidizing a little bit on me. I just took my concealer down really low, and then that way my face doesn't look too dark for my chest. I'll just kind of take whatever's left on my beauty blender and tap it out on the center of my face and on my chin just so there's a little bit of balance. I had to do it. I had to go in with a little bit of Shape Tape. It's just so brightening. I'm sorry, Pearl Longwear. I still love you. I just put a little dibble of Shape Tape. I couldn't help myself, y'all. I'm going to take a little bit of Emphasize, and I'm going to mix this in with the banana color from the Kat Von D palette. It's called Lyric. I've only tried it like once or twice, but I'm almost out of my banana from ABH, and I just kind of wanted to try something different. So I bought that. I've only tried it like once. I need to test it out a little bit longer before I decide how I feel about it. So I'm going to use that today. I'm just tapping out the creases of my concealer. I'm going to take my number 130 Sonia Kashuk powder brush. All I did was dip this into my translucent matte Cover FX powder. I'm going to take my Makeup Forever bronzer and my Eco Tools powder brush. I love this bronzer too. This bronzer like melts into your skin so nicely. You know, I feel like the older I get, the more I want to use like natural kind of products. Not really like natural looking, because I know like all this makeup that I'm wearing is not natural, obviously, but like when it comes to like my skin, I've kind of been into like more natural looking, like the bronzers that I'm using in the foundation and concealer. I kind of want that like it kind of just looks like my skin. I'm into that right now. It's so crazy how much your makeup changes the older you get. I wish I could find pictures of me back in the day, just at high school, first starting college. My makeup was like embarrassing. I'm just doing some contour. This is also from Kat Von D. I'm taking my Real Techniques brush, and this is in the color Sombre. I'm just going to use this to chisel out my face. Back in the day when I used to do my makeup, oh my god, it was so bad. And like, you know, I've always been into makeup, so I've always like tried new products and new techniques, and I've always like loved that side of it. My friend sent me a picture the other day. My face was like so orange. I had no eyebrows, so I didn't fill my eyebrows in or anything, and my face was like orange. So what I used to do when I did my makeup was I would do my foundation. I never wore concealer or anything, and I would just take bronzer and I would bronze my whole face. That's what I would use, is like face powder basically. So my whole entire face would just be like bronzer. Like there was no dimension, no nothing. I totally forgot about that until she sent me that picture the other day. It was so embarrassing. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Like, why did I think that looked good? So this was probably back in like, I graduated high school in 08. So it was like 08, 09, maybe 2010. And I used to always wear this like bright purple eyeshadow, and I would do thick black liner. So it would be just a thick ass line on the top and a thick ass line on the bottom. I don't know what I was thinking. I would love to do the how I wore my makeup when I was younger or in high school tag. I just totally forgot about it, but I would love to do that just because it was so embarrassing the way I used to wear my makeup. It's just so funny how like you change as you get older, and like you look back and you're like, what? I have another product that is new to me. This is the Milani blush. I've tried the Milani blushes before, just not in this color. This is in the color Rose Romantica. This is pretty pink. It's actually really pretty. I don't know what made me grab this because I'm not like a pink blush kind of gal. It's this really light pink blush, but it has like these bronzy tones in there too. So I'm dusting this on with my MAC blush brush. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, yes. Oh, I like that. This would be really pretty for summer once you have some color in your skin. Oh, I like that. I want everything to mesh together, so I always do this once I'm done with my face, right before I put on my highlight. I have the metallic highlighter from Maybelline. This is in the color Molten Gold. I saw Tati from Glam Life Guru raving about this. I got it at Walmart, and it was fairly inexpensive. I think it was like $7 or $8. This was the last one, and I was like, ah, it's fate. So I'm just taking my Morphe fan brush. We're going to dust this on the top of the cheekbones. Oh my god. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, yes. What? Oh my god. Yes, Maybelline. Oh my god, yes, girl. Yes. This is stunning. This was like $8. This is a steal. Everybody needs to get this. I don't really feel like I need to do any shadow on the lower lash line. I'm okay with it how it is. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take a black pencil liner. Okay, I tried to do that on camera. It just wasn't happening. My eye was not having it. I intensified my liner a little bit more on my lower lash line. I put on a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. And I forgot to film this part, but I did do an inner corner highlight. I just took Venus from the Naked Basics palette. I used that as my brow bone highlight and my inner corner highlight. So next for lips, of course, I want to do a nude. I feel like because I have kind of like a smoky thing going on, nude just always works. It always works for me no matter what I'm wearing, no matter what I'm doing, what look I'm doing. So I'm just going to go with a nude because that's what I like. So I'm taking the Maybelline lipstick. This is in Smooth Taupe. This is a really, really pale nude, by the way. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm going to put a darker gloss over it. I look a little cray-cray at the moment. I'm going to take the NYX Intense Butter Gloss. This is in the color Tres Leches. Just going to dab this over top. This will soften this pale-ass nude. Okay, that's a little too pink for me, so I am going to put another color over this. I just have to find one. So all I did was take my Essence lip gloss in Nude Candy. It's this really light baby pink color. And I dabbed a little bit over top just to kind of get rid of the like darker pink. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are. I hope that by after watching this, I was able to help people a little bit more with cool tones. So don't be intimidated. They are very easy to work with. You just have to get the hang of it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video.